Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Today I'm making a really quick and easy rice dish. So here I've got my rice. I soaked it at least 30 minutes before I start cooking it. So here I've got the rest of the ingredients. I've got 1 kilo of boneless chicken. You can also use a medium-sized or baby chicken. I've got 1 cup of frozen green peas. Because I'm using 4.5 cups of rice, I've got 3 onions there. 1 onion per 2 cups and 3 tomatoes, a few green chillies, some garlic and ginger, and then the spices I'm going to be using, I'll show you them soon. Okay, so I've sliced my onions. I only needed 2.5, so the other half is here. And the chicken is there, 1 kilogram of chicken, 1 cup of frozen peas. I've just sliced my tomatoes there, 3 tomatoes, and the green chilies I've just sliced there. And my garlic and ginger, I'm gonna crush that up and I'm gonna start cooking. All I'm gonna add in here initially is cumin seeds and some salt and oil. 1/4 cup oil should be fine. Here I've got my tomatoes and green chilies ready, and the garlic and ginger is going to be crushed. So here I've started to fry the onions with salt and some cumin seeds. I've added 1 teaspoon of salt for every cup of rice that I'm going to be cooking. Just want to mention that the cup I have measured my rice with is bigger than the measuring cup, and that is the cup that I will be measuring the water with when I add that in here. Whilst the onions are frying, I'm just crushing the garlic and ginger. The onions I'm going to keep a light golden colour, not going to make them too dark. I'm adding a teaspoon of whole black pepper that I'm going to crush along with the garlic and ginger. I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of whole coriander seeds to crush along in this mixture. All the ingredients and the quantities are listed in the description box below. The onions are coming along nicely, slightly golden and still pale, so I'm not going to brown them further. I'm going to add in the garlic and ginger, black pepper and coriander seeds that I crushed. I'm going to add them in along with the tomatoes and the green chilies. Now I've added the garlic and ginger that I crushed, and I'm just going to saute it a bit before I add the other ingredients. In comparison to pilau rice, this one cooks a lot quicker, mainly because we're not waiting for the onions to brown properly to a caramel colour, and also the use of lesser spices. And this type of rice does go really well with any type of curry, just like pilau rice, but a lot quicker, and it's more versatile. Once that's all cooked, I'm going to squeeze about half a lemon into this mixture before I add in the rice. The gas is low, it's been on low all this time, and they are now cooked. This is how I want it. So I'm going to add in the chicken and the lemon in there. Generally, as a rule, I add 1.5 cups of water to every 1 cup. So I've got 4.5 cups and I'm adding 7 cups of boiling water. This is still raw, this chicken, yeah, it's changed colour on the outside, but inside it's still raw. And I'm just boiling the water now. This releases its own water as well, which I'm trying to dry at the same time on a high burner. But once this has dried a bit and I can see that the oil has separated there, you can see, and then I will add in the water and then the rice. Always add the water in before the rice. That's how I do it. It's just nicer because then adding water in here creates a soup, and then once you add in the rice absorbs it. I'm going to add in the rice now. After adding in the rice and giving it a quick mix, we can taste the salt in this mixture. This salt in here needs to taste quite sharp. If it tastes just right, then that means we need to add in some more salt, because the rice absorbs all the salt and then it will be very bland in the final dish. So we need to make sure that this mixture is quite salty. It tastes quite sharp on the tongue. Now we can see all these bubbles. These are going to reduce down and going to be little pockets of bubbles in the rice. And that is the time when we'll cover it with some foil and put the lid on tightly and then put it on for the simmer. Just going to give it another little up and down mix. That's it. You can see what's going on. Maybe check. Now that it's almost dried up, you can just see little bubbles popping there, here and there. I'm going to cover it tightly with some kitchen foil, and it's almost dry at the top. I'm just going to put a couple of sheets of foil on here so that it traps the steam inside. I had forgotten to put the peas in, so I uncovered the pot again and then just put my peas over and then shut it quickly. They are frozen baby garden peas, so they won't take long in cooking. After 20 minutes, here is our rice. All the grains are nice and individual. The peas got cooked as well, and it's all really nicely done. After taking it off the heat, we must be really careful when mixing the rice. You need to get a flat spoon and just sort of get it from the bottom of the pan to the top. Just gentle movements, not to break any of the grains. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Do give it a go and hope to see you with another recipe soon, inshallah.